Alright, Makoto, let's see who we can find today. Well, there's this guy here. I'll be a senior soon, which means I'll be studying for exams every single day. But that doesn't mean I'm giving up the hunt for mysterious stuff like the observatory. I have a very inquiring mind, you know. That's what makes me so interested to talk to. Ego much, dude. Dude, really. You better keep that ego in check, otherwise somebody might knock you down a peg or three. And I might be the person to do it, you never know. Wait for my boyfriend to go walk me home today. By the way, I'm not feeling anxious anymore. Oh, that's good to know. Alright, let's head out the gate until we can find anyone else. I'll be a senior soon, be doing all my study for entrance exams. That's gonna suck. I mean, how am I able to study if she's following me around all the time? Oh, this girl? I guess this plotline was still going on. So you're just around the corner, time flies, huh? I spent the whole year stalking and being stalked. I have to spend my time more wisely next year. You should. Both of you should. Take it from me, both of you should get a life. Probably those two were stalking each other throughout the entire year. Maybe they should take this year to confess to each other. It's probably the best thing that they should do. Or else they may end up stalking each other for the rest of time. Be in the collection. No one important to talk to. That guy is really old to have a new sweetheart, but who am I to talk about love? That guy might surprise me. Call the thing never happened. I'll worry about my son's exam results. He says he's confident, but we'll see. Yeah, those specialist people are all but gone, but everything's back to normal. I'm glad that that's all I have to worry about is my son's university exams. We're gonna go into any of the places. Okay, we can, but it will turn dark. I don't want to do that. The pharmacy? Nothing for you to do here. Antique shop? We didn't visit here that much, but I had no use for it. The police station? And we can't even see Kurosawa. Oh, that's unfortunate. But I do see someone that's different. Can visit that guy. We do our charm? No way. We have no more use for that. Aren't you the boy who used to talk to the monk upstairs? That's me, Mr. Blue-haired boy. He actually called here to try to reach you. I think he had a message for you. But I can't quite remember it. Hey, don't freak out, just hang on a sec. Walked into the club. Here you go. I wrote it down. Good thinking, huh? You better have. Otherwise I'll be so mad at you. Handwriting's so good, I hope you can read it. Found my wife and son. My son's a good-for-nothing punk, and my wife is as frigid as usual. That witch. What? Hey, shut up, I'm on the phone. Wait, did he actually write that down? Okay then, I guess you wanted to make sure to jot down verbatim. A lot's happened, but I apologize 1,000 times, but everything's back to normal now. I guess you could say we're back in love with each other. Yeah. Man, I'm really having a tough time talking today. Rather than holding on to my pride, I needed to suck it up and apologize. Thanks to you, Makoto. Take care, kid. Till we meet again. That's the end of it. I hope I didn't miss anything. He didn't leave any contact info or anything. That sounds like Butatsu. Always had to keep his cards close to his chest, so to speak. But I'm sure you'll meet him again somewhere. Hey, maybe you should become a monk. Those guys all know each other, right? Anyway, stop by the place anytime you want a drink. And as soon as you're over 21, of course. See ya. Got the monk left you a bottle tag. I gave you the bottle tag, but well, you do turn 21, okay? I'll be sure to remember it. I'll be sure to remind you of that too. Some juice or something. Can we actually go into the club? Not open yet. Guess we can't. At least we did find out that things are going well with Tatsu and his family now. From the sound of things, they seem to be doing better than ever. It's good to hear from him again. What is this? Anything we could do at Port Island Station. I want to be very specific about not missing anyone that we can interact with when it comes to our social links. Alright, guess there really is something here. That's strange. Then again, there aren't a lot of social links, or probably no social links that were designated at the island station, so I guess I should have expected that. It was nice to check out though, just in case. Speaking of stations, now we're at the Iwa Todai station. I know we can go meet the bookworm couple there. Let's check out everywhere else first to see if there's anyone out of the ordinary that we haven't seen before. You are all seeing just what I do on my off time when I like to play video games for free. Not for free, on my own time, I should say. It's just me going around the place, checking out every single possible location I can. Because I like to be thorough, not just in Let's Plays, but in my own time too. I swear, this garbage bag looks like that one baby Digimon. It's the one that evolved into Agumon. Maybe it's just me, but that's what I see. Go to Hakakure. I can't believe it took me like 6 years until starting the series that I finally found out how to really say this word. No one has ever really told me about that before because I don't really know a lot of people who are into Persona 3 as much as I am. But I can't believe I've been saying that word wrong for so long. I feel kind of embarrassed about that. But I don't think a lot of people really care about the pronunciation of this one little shop. I do see 2 people out of the crowd we can see, or I guess 3 people. There's that crowd there. Let's visit this guy first. I decided to get another job, but I've kept it secret from my wife and daughter. So even if I don't succeed, I've got a plan B. I guess that's how the world works. People think of nothing of ruining of someone else's life. I just gotta do my best. I'll deal with what happens when it comes. What about you kids? Are you satisfied with your lives? Taking a job. Okay, I thought we'd say something different from this guy. I guess not. I'll speak to him again soon, because he sounds kind of familiar. Is he the special Hakakure ramen? You with a friend, you'll be friends forever. I just know the rumor, but when I'm old as you, I'm gonna try it with some of my friends. Small duck burger here, we can come in here too. But now let's talk to the bookworm couple. These are the first people I want to see. Oh, hello Makoto-chan. How have you been? Grown so much since the last time I saw you. You sure it's not the steps? Or maybe you're right. Probably haven't hit puberty yet. Come on, dear. There's no way he could have grown that much in such a short time. What must have happened is that we shrank. Right, Makoto-chan? Ah, good point, good point. You've got me there. By the way, Makoto-chan, I'm thinking of giving this old place a remodeling. Really? I'll make it even showier than the wing they're adding to Gekko-kan. Speaking of which, the school decided to move the persimmon tree to another field. Really? I didn't think they could do that. It'll be replanted on a hill where you can see the whole campus. So our son can still watch over the school and its students. I know that tree isn't really our son, but it still makes me happy. Once my dear wife heard, she couldn't stop crying. That sounds like her. Come on, smile. Bah! Where did the bah come from? Don't yell, dear. Your dentures will fall out. Oh, please, no. Don't let that happen. I don't want to see that happen. We'll support the Gekko-kan high students the best we can. You look very mature now, Makoto-chan. You must have been working so hard. Come visit us anytime. I will do that. I won't ever forget you two. We get Makoto-chan's endorsement, but all the students will rush to shop here. What do you think? Don't make it work for us. I mean, if you're gonna pay me, then I will not have any problems working for you. That way we could both benefit. You get more exposure, I get some cash. Practically a grandson. He's obligated to do favors for his ancestors. Ah, dear. Oh, that Pakichi. I really like him. And, Mitsuko, too. She's a very kind old lady, too. Those two, they were made for each other, as far as I'm concerned. The restaurant employees are being interviewed. I heard that the key to Hakakure's secret is in his secret menu, or success in his secret menu. Can you tell us more about that? It's a little embarrassing, but one day this student saw what I was preparing and said he wanted to try some. I didn't want to give it to him, but he insisted, so I made him a bowl. He tasted it and said, put some fish flakes in it. Oh, man, I have no idea how that would taste. If that was an actual cereal, I would probably taste it once and never go anywhere near it again. So I did, you know what? It was so good I decided to put it on the menu. Though it wasn't my idea, so I only kept it as a secret menu item only. I didn't really appreciate his attitude, but I learned a lot from that kid. He's getting more and more popular in the strip mall. He's pretty much an idol here. An idol? Him? Oh yes, Nozomi is the one who made this coffee shop famous. His appearance and mannerisms may be eccentric, but he has an encyclopedic knowledge of food and a discerning palate. No one else comes close. All our patrons know him. All of them, eh? How do you feel about his announced plans to leave here and tour the world of food? I was devastated, of course. But I wish him well whatever he wants to do. I heard he's working on a book. I can't wait to read it. Even though he's far away by now, I feel like he's right next to me. I hope his journey goes well for him. Interview continues. Anything else we can get out of him? Now I heard there's some sort of talk about a bronze statue of the Gourmet King Nozomi in this mall. Really? I admit he has talent. But our customers will lose his appetite with that looming over them. How can you say that? I hope they put the statue up by our coffee shop. I'd bow to it every day. Okay, let's not start worshipping him now. That's the one thing that got Nozomi so far up in its own paradise stuff. We heard him when we were hanging out with him. That kid kinda got a little out of control, but at least we know that he's doing pretty well for himself. Nozomi was one of my least favorite social links in this game, and that still stands to this day, but after hearing that interview, I guess he's doing a lot better now. That's good to hear. He's really got a lot more motivation since we last saw him. That Caddy's not here, so it's okay to take him home, and I kill him next day if he grew up, he was gone. He was free, right? Probably talk about Muley. Out there somewhere. Not fond of animals, it's true, but see my son get that serious about it. I feel like I should give it a chance anyways. Wish I made that decision earlier. Now, let's see what this guy has to say now. If I talk to everyone, maybe he might have something to say. Nothing else. I thought for sure I'd be able to get... Maybe that's the wrong guy I'm talking to. It could be this guy. Let's speak to Takoyaki lady first. And she's still solely a Takoyaki. I thought she was saying something different. Okay, this is the guy I gotta be thinking about. You're Makoto-kun, right? I'm Maiko's dad. Yeah, this is the guy I was looking for. If you have a minute, can we sit and talk for a while? Yeah, sure. Good, I was hoping you'd say that. Here, have a seat. Want some takoyaki? The stand here is really good. Oh, trust me, I know. I've had some before. They're really good. When I see this place, I remember all the times I'd come here with Maiko. She came here when she ran away from home too. I remember that. She really loved the takoyaki. She was a good kid, huh? She was a very bright and optimistic little kid. She's so good that I wonder if she's really my kid sometimes. I got a letter from her. It's long and full of details about her new life over there. She said she's made a lot of friends. That sounds like Maiko. She's a very outgoing person. Let's see, she's in charge of the rabbits at her new school, and she has to get up early to clean the cages. They yelled at her for forgetting her PE uniform. She forgot her homework and had to copy a friend's. I never knew she was that forgetful. Maybe she's taking on too much. But I'm sure she can handle it. Oh, she did so well at a recorder test that she was asked to perform in front of everyone. Then she goes on to talk about how she plays at the park right by the school of her friends. Now it sounds like some things have never changed. She does like the park back here at Tatsumi Port Island. Glad to know she's found a similar one back in her new place. Mother's doing well too. They're having a lot of fun together. Having fun. Sounds nice. Nowadays I come home to an empty house. The rooms seem to be so big without them. I wonder if she feels the same way about her house now there's no dad at it. You put that kid through so much on account of our own problems. Yes, you did. You did. And that was really bad of you and your wife to do so. With all due respect. At least it worked out in the end. Anyways, as for you, oh yeah, I forgot about this part, you little punk. See, Smiles really took a shine to you. She wrote all about you. Can't wait to grow up, Dad. That's why I'm drinking lots of milk. I'm gonna marry him someday. Ah, crap, she told her parents, didn't she? Oh boy. I don't like those ellipses. What's up with that, you punk? You were taking advantage of my little Michael, weren't you? Maybe I haven't been the best dad, but I'm still her father, damn it. And I'm not letting a guy like you touch Michael with a 10-foot pole. I feel like there's like a double entendre in those last few words. I'll never let you marry her. Don't forget it. And her dad ran off. Freaking Maiko. Of course she would tell her parents about that. I was hoping that'd be the one thing she would keep just between the two of us. Apparently she couldn't keep her mouth shut from that. But she is a little kid. I can't blame her too much, but still, Maiko. At the very least, you could have kept that between us. We could have been like star-crossed sovereign lovers or something like that. Could have been a really cool tale if you were older. Ah man, that Maiko. That Maiko. Alright, so now in Nakanaki Shrine, I do want to speak to this woman. Oh, you must be... by any chance, is your name Makoto-kun? I see. Oh, excuse me, I'm Mrs. Kamiki. Akinari's mother. My son talked about you a lot. I was just thinking about him. If you have time, could you sit here and talk about him with me? Sure. It would just be like I'm speaking to Akinari himself. Today is a special day. What a coincidence seeing you today. It must be another of God's tricks. Today is my son's, Akinari's birthday. Ah. He'd be 20 if he was still alive. It's a damn shame. He never got past his teenage years. Yeah, it wasn't. He was really bright for someone so young. He was almost an adult, but he never made it. He had a genetic disease. Me, I'm healthy as a horse, but him? The doctors detected it at birth. They knew he wouldn't live to see adulthood. Every day I wondered if he'd wake up the next morning. I blamed myself for what he inherited. But he said something to me near the end. I'm sorry to have brought you so much pain into your life, mother. I'm glad to have been given life. I'm glad to have been your son. Thank you so much for the life you have given me. That's what he said. He was the one who suffered so much, and yet he said that to me. But my son brought me a lot of joy too. Holding his warm body in my arms just after he was born, those tiny hands, that first smile. Hearing him breathe easily at night. Every day I gave thanks to him for being alive. Every day I found new joy in him. And Now, I'm so lonely and there's nothing I could do. But my boy gave me so much that I have to keep on going, looking straight ahead. That's how I feel. I'll eat the finest foods, visit the most exotic places. Everything my boy could never do. I'll have so many stories to tell him about the things I've done. On that day, when we meet again, on the other side. If I didn't have that to look forward to, I don't know how I could go on. That reminds me, when my son's condition worsened, he started writing a fable. But when I was cleaning out his room, I never found the notebook. Funny you mention that. He said he was gonna show it to you first when he was done. I asked why not me, and he laughed and said, "You'll be the second one to see it, Mom." I suppose he wasn't able to finish the story. Funny you say that. I do have his notebook. My son! He was able to give it to you? You explained how you received the notebook from Akinari, and that you heard the entire story from him. I see. I'm so glad. That was my only regret. It was awful to think that he wasn't able to finish his project. I see. You should hold on to the notebook. I'm sure that's what my boy would have wanted. I'll wait for him to tell it to me himself when I see him again. Now I have something else to look forward to. Well, it's a heck of a story, so you won't be disappointed. I'm glad you and I could finally meet. Thank you. There is one piece of advice I like to give you as an old lady to a young man. Take good care of the ones dearest to you. If you wait till their time has come and you're clinging to their cold bodies, then it's too late. Everyone who's born will die someday. Not just Akinari, or me, or you. It happens to everyone. Every beginning has an end, I know that. So before that happens, it doesn't have to take a grand gesture. You don't have to make a big production of it, but if you love someone, let them know it. We all go through life with the same struggles, the same heartbreak. We should be able to prop each other up with the same love and kindness as well. I'm sure you have something precious you can share with people. Always remember that. Take those words to heart. I'll be sure to remember that every single day. That meeting with Mrs. Kamiki is just as good as hanging out with Akinari. I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree too much. Very smart people, and Miss Kamiki should be very, very glad of who her son was. And there's Goro, here at Nakanaki Shrine. Aw, what's wrong? Yes, I know he seems sad, Gabe. I want to know why. I'd like to know why this precious little dog is so sad all of a sudden. Koromoro doesn't seem to want to move from where he's sitting. Aw. Guess he's, still wants to wait for his master. I guess there really is no need for us anymore. Let's look at the same thing. I hope Koro's happy by just staying here at his true home. He was a very great ally to us, but I never forgot where his true home was. It was great we got to bring him to that place every day, or as much as we could. So I think that might be all the social links we have talked to. So I guess there's nothing else to do but go back to our dorm. And see, that's not all. We got something else going. Somebody left the TV on, apparently. Coming up next, a special report on the Amazing Commodities Corporation of the Tanaka's Amazing Commodities Program. President Tanaka's failure to account for certain expenditures has caused a media stir lately. We now join our field reporter live from the scene. I'm reporting from the Amazing Commodities head office where a swarm of journalists have convened. Word has it that President Tanaka will be coming out shortly to make a statement. The tension in the air can't be denied. Thank you. I will be looking forward to updates as soon as anything happens. Back to the studio. The unaccounted expenditure has sparked a massive investigation. Some theorize that tax evasion is the cause. Oh, there's no question about that. I remind you that this is President Tanaka we're talking about. He tricks his own viewers for a few extra bucks. I bet he slit his mama's throat for a 5 yen piece. Wow, these people have nothing good to say about Tanaka. Then again, they don't really know who the true Tanaka was. We do. No matter how high his net worth rises, he'll never be satisfied. He's lower than the scum on an earthworm's belly. All that money and no charity ever seen a dime. Well, I'm sure he's not as bad as all that. Oh, this is in. Something has happened at the scene. President Tanaka has emerged. He's carrying a microphone. It looks like he's gonna sing? And it's that oh so familiar theme song we heard every Sunday. Hi everyone, Amazing Commodities is here for you year-round, rain or shine. We have a monopoly on the cheapest, highest quality goods. Our customers' aesthetic screens can cause noise pollution. Our stocks rise so high, they're a hazard to birds, and we'll make losers every day of people who don't buy. We're the only miracle left in this sad, desolate world. That's the Amazing Commodities guarantee. We look forward to your business. His car drove off. Okay, apparently he was in a car. Thought he emerged from his HQ. Yep, and just like that, he's gone. What the hell were you doing? You call yourself a journalist? If you can't get one lousy comment out of him, it's as good as free advertising. I'm pretty sure that was free advertising. Well, have to interrupt you there, as we just received the fax. It's from President Tanaka. The message reads, "Hi, this is Tanaka, the best friend your pocketbook ever had. And what's in my pocketbook is my own business. It's not my company's money, so what's it to them how I use it? But let me make one thing clear. I'm not ashamed of a single thing. My conscience is clear, dear viewers, so buy my products guilt-free. Amazing Commodities is here for you year-round, rain or shine. Buy now or drown in bitter tears. Bye-bye." Apparently he had no intention of revealing his use for the funds. As if Tanaka has no shame. Just because he's made some money for himself doesn't mean he can toy with a common man's emotions. As self-appointed representative of Joe Q Public, I have something to say, and I'm not afraid to say it. Fat pigs like him who gorge themselves on the excesses of capitalism should be... Thanks very much as we wrap up our special report. With no new clues as to how the funds have been used, we can only hope that they went to humanitarian purposes. Next up, your daily glimpse into the stock market, where Amazing Commodity stocks are skyrocketing on the strength of the bizarre revelations just now. And it just keeps going on. Thank God. That was really long, a lot longer than I thought it would be. All is quiet. Doesn't seem like the others have returned yet. They all must be enjoying the peaceful evening. Even though you just returned from school, you're feeling very tired. You should go to sleep early tonight. Well, can we go outside? Oh, yeah, we can go outside. Cool. Well, in that case, I'm still gonna go investigate Polonium all night to see if anything's changed. Because I've never done that before. Well, if you want to go to the back alley to see if the vote room door was there, nope. It's long gone, so we can't visit Elizabeth and Igor again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those two are doing very well for themselves. Other than that, there's not much else to go on. You can still attend karaoke if you want, but you won't get anything out of it, aside from just losing money. So I think I'm gonna make a quick save here before we progress on anything else. Alright then, let's keep exploring the dorm. There's bound to be somebody here. News up next, another look at the mysterious apathy syndrome. As of last month, all patients have recovered, and there have been no further recorded cases. That's good to know. For once, we don't have to hear about that stupid apathy syndrome. That was just haunting the airwaves for the longest time. I was getting really annoyed by it. I'm gonna check everything from the top down first, just out of curiosity's sake. Door's locked. What's in this room? Apparently we don't remember what's inside. Even though if there was something we could do, it probably would be anything special. Napley says Mitsuru. There seems to be no one inside. And there's Fuka's room. It's vacant too. There's Igus and Yukari. Yeah, they all seem to be out for the evening. I wonder what they're all doing. Maybe they're hanging out with other friends or doing something. I just hope they're safe. That's the main concern I have. Let's be empty. Pretty sure this was Shinji's room. Yep, it's all still here. And this is all stuff. Other than that, nothing's changed about Shinji's room. There's Ken. Wonder what Ken's doing at this time of night. Wherever he is, I hope he's safe. Maybe he's hanging with Koromaru at Nakanaki Shrine. At least I hope he is. I guess there's nothing else for us to do but just go back to our room. You feel very tired. You should rest for today. Everyone's been bugging us to go rest, so that's what we're gonna do. And now it's the 4th. And once again, after school has arrived. So this is pretty much your last chance to meet social links that you may have missed if you did ever miss anyone or forgot anyone. Here's Junpei though. I've never seen him in front of the desk before like this. There's something I can't remember. I give up. But I feel like it's something I really gotta remember. I'm gonna look around the school or look around the entire town to see if there's anything else that's different that I may have never checked on before. If not, then I'll just meet you guys back at the dorm. Yeah, there's nothing else we can do. I guess this was just another day for the player to use if they have missed out on any other social links. I completely cleared out this entire town. There's nothing else for us to do, so we'll just head back to the dorm again and see if anyone's up to hang out. Nope, we're still feeling tired. Can't keep our eyes open. Seems to be a little worse than yesterday. Tomorrow's gonna be senior graduation day anyways. We gotta keep our promise to everyone and meet up with them all after school, so we will get to see people regardless of what we do. Almost finished cleaning up the graffiti and the posts are almost all torn down. The whereabouts of the cult is at this time is all but gone. At least we had never had to see that the entire town be in the mess it was like a few months ago. So that's a surefire sign that everything is returning to normal. Instead of taking the book, I'm gonna make the long trek back to my room and we'll just go to bed. Feel very tired. And we shall rest up. Graduation day, we really gotta be on time for that. Our friends will never forgive us if we do miss out on that.
It's me, Igus. May I please come in? Thank goodness. I'm so happy to see you again. I'm sorry to show up so suddenly, but I really needed to talk to you. I remember everything. Everyone seems to have forgotten, but I remember. That day, I'm sorry. It's just that when I remembered, I was afraid you might go somewhere far away, like you did at the last battle. Graduation's today, isn't it? I'm sorry. The ceremony's already begun. Such nice weather outside. Do you remember the promise we all made? Why don't we go there and wait for the others? We can enjoy the view of this peaceful city. The time to part has finally come. Though this is our last day together, we want the senior class to know that you've truly earned our respect. We wish each of you good health, happiness, and prosperity. On this auspicious occasion, I bid you all a fond farewell on behalf of the student body.
Next, a word from the valedictorian. From Class D, Mitsuru Kurijo.
Thank you. This last year, I accepted an important responsibility as Student Council President. When I first addressed you from this podium, I spoke to you all about seizing opportunity while you had the chance. Well, it must have been fate that intervened and gave me an important reminder of this. As many of you may know, my father unexpectedly... He unexpectedly passed away due to sudden illness. Sudden illness.
Wow, that's rare. I've never heard her stumble in a speech before.
It's a big day. Must be tough thinking about her father.
I remember. Yes. With my father's death, I lost my purpose in life.
Hang on. Wasn't I supposed to?
Akihiko-senpai. What's up?
Sit down, you two.
But now, I have something to live for. No longer will I run from the future. I will face it head-on, carrying out my father's will. I am resolved, and without reservation.
Promise.
I owe it all to my invaluable friends. And we have promised to never lose hope, no matter what tomorrow may bring.
Senpai, we made a promise. Let's find him, and I guess too.
Yes, I can hardly wait. Everyone, let's go!
The wind feels so nice. This is my first time experiencing spring. But this season will eventually pass. After fighting alongside you and facing the world's end, I finally began to understand what it means to live. Thinking for yourself, not running away. Accepting the inevitable. All things eventually come to an end. Every living thing will one day disappear. Only by accepting this can one discover what they truly want. What the meaning of their life will be. I understand now why I was so tormented by my lack of strength. Protecting others became more than just an order I had to obey. I wanted to do it for my own reasons. I realized this once I decided to try and prevent the fall. When I thought I might never see you again, something else became clear to me. What I wanted most. And so, I made up my mind. I decided that I would continue to protect you. I want to be your strength. I know I'm not the only one who can do this, but that's okay. My life will be worth living if it's for this reason. Thank you. You're right. What am I doing? I understand now. So I should be happy.
Hey!
Everyone! I realize now that I have friends as well. You don't have to save the world to find meaning in life. Sometimes, all you need is something simple, like someone to take care of. I'll keep on living no matter what, so that I can protect you. Thank you for everything. You must be tired. Please, get some rest. I'll stay right here with you.
always will be here by your side. Don't worry. I will always be by your side, protecting you.
So, in case you didn't figure it out yet, Makoto dies in the end. Yeah, he passes on after keeping his promise to his friends that he'll meet on graduation day, and in some sense, he did fulfill that promise. I love this game. I love the characters, I love the story, and I love the majority of the social links. I find them to be very interesting. Well, apart from one or two I can do without, but most of them I do love wholeheartedly. So I mentioned how this game came about at a pivotal time to me as an RPG player, but it also came at a time in my life where I kinda needed it. High school in real life wasn't the best experience for me. I did get my fair share of getting picked on, but I was more of an outcast than anything. I didn't talk to anybody that much because I couldn't relate to anyone at school that often. It was really hard for me to make friends or just let alone talk to any soul living at that place, which made things very difficult for me. It was in my third year that I came across this game for the first time, and that did help me get through some of the last 2 years I was going through that time, so I do have that game to thank. It also gave me a sense of belonging in a way, not just how the characters interacted with each other in the game, but also kind of in real life. For a while, I thought it was weird to be so invested in fictional characters and stories. I didn't think that when I was little. I was very invested in how games and their stories played out, but that thought kind of dwindled as I got older. But after seeing how people online felt when I was looking up this game's soundtrack, I learned that it wasn't weird to feel this way. Other people had similar feelings to the way I felt with Persona 3 FES, or they had other experiences but still carried that same affinity for loving fictional characters or fictional stories. I think this attitude is a lot more normal these days, especially with shows like Game of Thrones, The Walking Dead. I learned that those fan bases do share that same dedication for loving fictional stories and characters like I do for Persona 3 FES. I have mentioned some songs in the soundtrack here and there throughout the series, but I love this soundtrack as a whole. I gotta give massive thanks to the people that created the Persona 3 Reincarnation album. From, I believe, episode 82 onwards, I've been using most of the songs in the end slates for these videos. The album is really solid too. I went from being obsessed to addicted to this game's music for over 2 months. That's how good the Reincarnation album is. I say you owe it to yourself to go check out this album. The remixes they have on it are so phenomenal. In fact, I think some of the remixes outperform some of their original versions. That's how good it is. And speaking of the music, I am doing a massive disservice talking over this credit song. It is called Kimi no Kyoku, which translates to Memories of You. I did find a video that translates the lyrics to the song to English. So I'll provide that in the description for you to check out for yourself. Trust me, it's worth checking out. I think the thing that surprises me about this entire series the most is the longevity of it. I knew it would be a long Let's Play, but I didn't think it would take me exactly 1 year to finish. But for me, this was a really special thing to bring up. This started, and if I'm able to get this out on time, ended exactly on my birthday. I did not mean for it to work out this way. It was just pure happenstance that my birthday was coming up when I was getting ready to launch this series. So I figured, I'll release it then. After all, I can't forget my own date of birth. That would be ludicrous. So we may be done with the main story, but we're not exactly through with the game yet. We still have a few loose ends to tie up, so that only means one thing. We've got some bonus videos to get to. So join me back here in the very near future where we do start on the rest of Persona 3 FES's content. And the first bonus video is gonna talk about something that's been a huge elephant in the room when it comes to this version of the game. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll see what I mean very, very soon. So until that time comes, farewell for now, and thanks for watching.